Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Today is officially the 10th day of the year, and we're moving forward with January in 2018. No looking back. So far, it has been a pretty productive morning. I managed to get 500 push-ups done, and I left work when I should be leaving for work in the morning, so I shouldn't be running into... See, the thing is, I have this small little window of time. It's between, I don't start until 8. I leave at the very latest 7 o'clock. And if I leave at 7 to 7:04, I should be okay. But anything after that, then, especially if the weather plays into it, I get stuck behind school buses. I get the crowd that starts leaving a little bit later than I do. I need to leave at 7 o'clock every single day in order to have sort of like a stress-free, smooth drive into work. Because I start running into traffic once I get through South Prairie and come up through Buckley. Because when I hit Buckley yesterday, it was nasty. It was just it was backed up all the way to the road that I turn on to 410. And it's not like that very often. It's usually, it's like that when the elements and the weather and all that are playing into it. And yesterday it was like 7:07 that I left. And so there's 3-4 minutes and it just started backing up and it just became... And then I got to work exactly on time, which is something, for some people that's okay, but for me, that's not okay. I want to be the first person in the office. I want to be the person that opens all the doors, unlocks all the doors, and then makes the coffee. And I want to be the first person in the office so that everyone knows that, hey, look, I care more than you. And it's not like I want to rub it in anyone's face. It's just that I'm setting a precedent. I'm setting a routine, a practice that, hey, this dude's always the first one in the office. So that's what I want to set, because, and also the fact that it makes a statement because I have to drive further than anyone else. Most of the people that I work with, it's they drive 15 minutes to work. One guy has to drive 3 minutes to work, and the other one is 5 minutes, and then another person's a half an hour. And it's if I could beat all of them every single day and have to drive an hour, around 45 to 50 minutes every day, if I could beat everyone like that, it shows that, man, I dedicate, man. I'm dedicated. I can get things done, and it shows that I can manage my time well. And so that's why I want to set that precedent every single day. And I admit in the wintertime it's tough, to get up early, to get a workout in, to feel good, yada yada yada. But the thing is, there is no off season. It doesn't stop. You don't quit. Okay, cool, winter's here. Time for me to eat a bunch of food, gain a bunch of weight. Because the thing is, in cold weather, your body stores fat more. It puts itself into survival mode because it's colder. It wants to preserve heat, and so it keeps your fat on your body so that it keeps you warm. And, you're fighting the elements. You're fighting just evolution. And you need to battle it. And the thing is, at the top of Mount St. Helens, if you've ever summited Mount St. Helens, when you get through the boulder fields, you get through the forest initially, and then you get through the boulder fields, and then you get towards the top. The top, I would say, top quarter, top fourth, or top third of the mountain. It's this soft pumice stone. It's like broken down rock, and essentially, you take 2 steps forward, you're taking 1 back. And if you stand there, you'll start sliding backwards. So, essentially, that is a great comparison for how working out is. You need to stay on top of it. You got to keep moving forward. You can't stop, and you can't sit there and wait and gather your breath and wait for a better time, better opportunity, because it's not going to come. You need to keep moving forward every single day. And so, in the wintertime, you got to train out almost twice as hard. And that's just the reality of it. And the thing is it's also, people start these New Year's resolutions, and it's anyone who goes to the gym or has gone to the gym in the beginning of the year, and they notice that fighting for a machine or a treadmill or an elliptical come January 1st, it's it turns into a WWF or WWE wrestling match just to get those things. It's there's people waiting for machines. There's people, fighting over machines. It's you need to... The thing is, when that comes around, you should already be in a routine. And if there's too many people going to the gym and you're every time I come to the gym around January 1st, there's all these people in there. The thing is, there's a way around that, and it's called getting up before them and beating them to the punch. So, it's the same thing with hiking around Washington State. Washington State has exploded in population And we're getting this large surge of sort of micro tech, you know, Microsoft and Google and people that come here from other parts of the world, you know, primarily from India. There's a lot of India. There's a lot of Asian countries, primarily China and Japanese and some Korean. We just get a large population of foreigners that come in here to work these jobs. And they love the outdoors. Russians too. And they love the outdoors. And so I've seen a large growth of basically non-Washingtonians on the trails. You know, these guys love to hike and they do it year round. And yes, it kind of, you know, clumps up sort of the busier trails or the more popular trails. But the thing is, like, if that happens, you just got to beat them up. Not beat them up physically, but, you know, get up before them, get to the trailhead before them, summit before them, get off the trail before them. You have to do everything early. The thing is, like, it's not impossible. You can make it happen. You just need to beat them to the punch. And so the people that are constantly going to the gym every day after work at 6 o'clock in the afternoon after they get off work, and they notice that everyone else is there at 6 o'clock in the afternoon after work, you know, there's a solution to that, and it's called getting your ass up at 4 o'clock, going to the gym. Oh, it's not 24 hours. Well, then you can run. You can do something other than sleeping in bed. Well, I don't get to bed until later. Go to bed earlier. There is always a solution to the problem or the complication or the issue that you're trying to resolve in your brain. You're just not thinking outside the box. You're not being resourceful. You're not understanding that you get a half an hour for lunch. Maybe you can pound down that lunch after you work out for 15 minutes. You know, it's like you can always get something done in the small amount of time that you have, or the little time that you give yourself. You get a 15-minute break, you can pound out, you know, a couple hundred push-ups in 15 minutes. It's possible. I do it all the time, you know. So the thing is, you can always have time to get a workout in. You have to keep up the momentum, because if you don't, you lose momentum. You know, as long as you do one push-up every day, one before bed, one when you wake up. And then pretty soon you're like, you know what, I've been doing one for a while. Let's try 2, and then 3, and then 5, and then 10, and then 25, and then 50, and then 100. And then pretty soon you're on a routine where it's like bam, 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 you're doing it. You just need to set the routine, develop the routine every single day. So that's what I do, you know, and it's like you can't take a break in the wintertime, and you have to keep moving forward. So the Seahawks officially let Darrell Bevell go, the offensive coordinator. Keep on the radar. We'll keep a watch out for this. I think they're gonna bring back Gus Bradley, who was our offensive coordinator before him, and left for, I think he got a job in Jacksonville. But keep an eye out for Gus Bradley coming back to Seattle. But the Seahawks needed to reestablish a run game. You know, we should not have games where Russell Wilson's throwing 300 plus yards and running for 50 plus yards every single game. You can't do that all the time, especially with a lackluster offensive line. You need to set the precedent by developing a ground game that eats the clock, keeps the defense on the sidelines, keeps them fresh, and keeps the offense moving forward. You know, run, 3rd and short, 1st down. Run, 3rd and short, 1st down. Run, 3rd and short, 1st down. You know, it's just, you need to develop a game like that. You can't put yourself in 3rd and long situations to get 3 and outs. The Seahawks made the right call. It was just delaying the inevitable. Is going to happen. So just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen there. But anyway, hope you guys have a great Wednesday. I'm going to have a great Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow morning, and make the most out of the day.